Hey everyone, welcome back to eSmile Media. Today, we'll be discussing the role of Rigathi Gachagua in the Mau Mau struggle. Rigathi Gachagua was a Kenyan nationalist who played a crucial role in the Mau Mau struggle for independence from British colonial rule. He was one of the founding members of the Kenya African Union, KAU, a political party established in 1944 to fight for African rights and freedoms. As the Secretary General of KAU, Gachagua was responsible for mobilizing support for the party's agenda. He used his position to organize political rallies, recruit new members, and spread awareness of the injustices committed by the British colonial authorities. When the Mau Mau uprising broke out in 1950, Gachagua became one of the most prominent leaders of the rebellion. He provided logistical support to the Mau Mau fighters, helping them to organize and plan their attacks on British targets. Gachagua was also instrumental in organizing the famous oathing ceremonies that were a central part of the Mau Mau rebellion. These ceremonies involved participants taking a secret oath to support the Mau Mau cause and to fight against British rule. In addition to his political and logistical roles, Gachagua was also a fighter himself. He led a group of Mau Mau fighters who carried out attacks on British targets, including a successful raid on a British Army camp in his home district of Mathira. However, in 1952, Gachagua was arrested by the British colonial authorities and imprisoned for his involvement in the Mau Mau rebellion. He was held in detention for 6 years, during which time he was tortured and mistreated by his captors. Despite the hardships he faced, Gachagua never wavered in his commitment to the Mau Mau cause. After his release from detention in 1958, he continued to work for Kenyan independence, eventually becoming a member of the first Kenyan parliament after independence in 1963. Rigathi Gachagua's practical contributions to the Mau Mau struggle were instrumental in Kenya's eventual independence from British colonial rule. His bravery and commitment to the cause will never be forgotten. Anyone would expect that most of his children would follow in his footsteps and recognize that Rigathi Gachagua fought for freedom from the streets. However, his seventh-born, Rigathi Gachagua, famously known as Riggy or Mtoto ya Mau Mau as he refers to himself, is a man on a mission, and his key mission is to get rid of any freedom fighting in the streets. Just like his father was arrested from the streets, detained and tortured while fighting for freedom in the streets, the deputy president now is the one arresting, detaining and torturing those fighting for freedom from the streets. In some instances, excessive force from the police and live bullets on unarmed freedom fighters is attributed to him. He quickly forgets that just like his father, it will be difficult to silence the current freedom fighters on the streets because they don't seem to have anything to lose after all, but they believe by winning the war, freedom will come. Freedom on high cost of living. Freedom on election injustices, and many more freedoms. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.